両者互角のスタートダッシュ。見事後ろを振り返る余裕を見せると、コモドはすぐそこにいた。ピンチ。
What's up, everyone? Super Auto Gaming here, and today I'm going to bring you the worst scaler in the game. Yep, that's right, Komodo. Now, as quite terrifying as they may be in real life, in Super Auto Pets, they are not so much. Komodo, it's a strange one. It's like a tier 6 giraffe, okay? And, you know, that sounds really, really bad. That's kind of because it is. The only way to really make Komodo work is to have massive units, because it's going to shuffle around your board, and you know that's not really good for you. Positioning matters quite a bit in Super Auto Pets, so not being able to position really, really hurts. And I guess the only way to really fix that is with a level 2 hyena. So hyena at level 1, 2, and 3, they're all different abilities. At level 1, it swaps attack and health with all units. That includes yours and the enemies. At tier 2, which is the money, it shuffles all the pets on both boards. And so if you have a Komodo, it will do... It's already going to do that at the end of your turn, but then at the start of the turn, the hyena will trigger. So it's almost like it doesn't matter. And then that way it messes up your enemy's positioning as well. So that's kind of one of the big ways you have to use Komodo, as well as, you know, just getting massive units. If you have 4 50/50s, then it doesn't really matter. Like, if they have no abilities depending on where their position is, then it doesn't really matter at all if you have Komodo and they're that massive. But then at the same time, if they're that massive, you don't need Komodo. So I think they should switch its ability again. Before, it just, you know, gave it to everyone. It didn't matter where its position was. Now it has to be in the last slot to buff the 4 units in front of it. And I feel like that's just worse. So they either need to make it buff in any spot again, or they just need to increase the stats, like +2, +1 to match T-Rex, or +1, +2. You know, it's more along the lines of Shoebill, but I think that one's much better. So in this game, we actually go for a level 3 Caterpillar, of course. So this was actually right before they nerfed Caterpillar to tier 4. So I don't think it would have mattered that much. I would have got one anyways. But Caterpillar works exceptionally well because you only need one other unit to be a 50/50 for it to copy over. So Caterpillar works extremely well. I think that's why they nerfed it. It's just very, very strong. And then we got a Wasp. So I think, of course, Bison would be better, but I actually really, really like Wasp in this scenario, just because it's so attack heavy. It gets attacked so quickly, and that means you're guaranteed to get double high attack on at least 2 units, especially now that Caterpillar doesn't... It can't get sniped by, like, Iguana or Mosquito or whatever. And wait, did that guy have a pineapple on his aardvark and not a lemon? Did I see that right? Anyways, so we finally pick up our Komodo on turn 10. Thankfully, we've been looking for this guy. And I will advise you to see how many hyenas we get this game. This is a long game. We sped through quite a bit of the first rounds to get here. It's turn 10. We're on 3 wins, okay? And we're on last life, so this is a bit spooky. Thankfully, we have the double scaling going on, so we have Dragon and Komodo, and our Clownfish combined with Komodo there. Absolutely beautiful, creating this abomination. But Dragonfly helps us scale even quicker, because we definitely need our units 50/50 as fast as possible. This is going to be a really big Caterpillar, too, because Caterpillar is always going to get buffed by Dragonfly and by Komodo, so that's pretty cool. And here we can actually get a level 2 Komodo, which will be very nice. We see about 9 times as many Komodos. 9 times? I think we see 12 times as many Komodos as we do hyenas, which is kind of insane. I did not expect to see so little hyenas. So a majority of the game is going to be me searching for it. And you can see our wasp is already huge. 4522 on turn 11. Absolutely beautiful. This is the last turn that its ability stops working, but it doesn't matter. Dragonfly and Komodo will max it out, at least attack-wise. So that's nothing to worry about. And then we only have to worry about health. But that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Some broccolis, you know. Of course, all the buffs that I'm going to get should take care of that. And desperately looking for a pill so I can get the level 3 Komodo. And with the amount of dragonflies I saw, I probably could have had a level 3 dragonfly as well. But with this team, like I said, with Komodo, you really want your stats to be as big as possible. You just want big stat boys. You don't want positions. They basically, if you have units that need correct positioning, you're going to lose just about every time. And as you can see, Komodo's really messing up our positioning because like I would put it in a certain order, but it doesn't matter. So instead, we get a lot of ties when we probably should be winning. So it's a bit unfortunate, and I still cannot find this pill. However, I find more than enough dragonflies to get 2 level 3s, I swear to God. We see a cow here. I would love to pick up cow, but I'm really holding out for this pill. I mean, like, if I get a chocolate first or, like, a crow, then I'll definitely sell blobfish, but it's been quite a big waste for me. Especially coming into these later rounds, like, it's pretty risky to keep it up, but, I mean, our units are fairly sizable. You know, at least having the level 2 Komodo, 4 units will get the +2/+2 buff. But if you think about it, it's kind of just like Poodle. You know, it's like Poodle, it's like Penguin. I guess not so much Penguin because Penguin can only buff 3 now, thank God. But it's very much like Poodle, but it's just worse. It's just worse in every way. At least if I had a Poodle here, Poodle would actually be good, because we don't want the Caterpillar buffed. It doesn't matter. Our Wasp is a tier 3, our Dragonfly is a tier 4, and Komodo's a 6. Honestly, I probably should have picked up that Poodle. It would have been fine to try to get our Wasp maxed out as quickly as possible. And if you've been keeping track, we have been looking for a hyena. Have we seen it? No. I definitely should freeze that chocolate there too, but I don't. But instead, I'm reminded by seeing this next one. But yeah, no hyenas. That's literally the only thing I'm looking for. And I really want a level 2 hyena as fast as possible. Instead, we just find more Komodos. So in lieu of the lack of hyenas, I will decide to go for 2 level 3 Komodos because that is funny. Thankfully, we barely scrape through here, even actually win, which is very surprising. This team it's going to get up into turn 18, 19 at this rate. And this is why Komodo's so bad. You can't even double up on the Komodo. Like, it works sometimes, but it's all random. So this one here, the last one is going to trigger, shuffle everything. Thankfully, our other Komodo stayed in the last position, so it could buff the 3 in front. However, there are some times where the last Komodo will actually trigger and shuffle the other Komodo to the very front, which means it buffs nothing. Very, very awful design. Kind of upsetting because you can't really go like a 5 Komodo build, because that'd be awesome. So super unfortunate. Finally find the hyena on turn 17. That's unreal. There's no way that I missed another hyena because I was looking for it basically the whole time. So, and now I don't really want to get it on the field. Honestly, I think I could have got it on the field, but I wanted to try to get a last little bit more buff from this Komodo, and it does nothing. Look at that. It only buffs the Caterpillar, which doesn't matter. The Caterpillar is almost a 50-50, which is so funny. Thankfully, we are still strong enough. Our Wasp is massive, so we get through this. And we are going to YOLO it here for our level 2 hyena because we need it. We need it if we're going to beat a turn 18 team. And you're going to see who the 18th turn team is, which is everyone's absolute favorite. I'm not going to spoil it. It's just going to show you for yourself. Almost a 50-50 Caterpillar as well. But look at this. Oh, the glory. I love defeating the summon teams like this. And this guy gets so freaking lucky, too. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I would say try out Komodo for yourself, but honestly, I don't know about that. Maybe try Hyena out, see how that goes. But thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you did. And you know what? Have a beautiful day.